Okay guys, this is Adrian. I'm gonna do another little game review. So I got a Steam Deck, and you know what it's great for? Playing otome games. And a lot of the games like Fall Guys, all the cozy farming games. It's really great. So I'm trying to get away from my desktop more to help with my shoulders. And what that is entailing is that I'm playing more in my bed on my Steam Deck and my Switch. And as you guys know, I really love visual novels and otome games. I have a long history of playing them since I was in college, and I remember the days when there were no otome games translated into English in the US. And I may have gotten a virus in college trying to play some games with fan translations. So, that being said, I am trying to work on my otome backlog a little bit, especially since I have my Steam Deck and I can play things a little bit more easily. So I'm going through my Steam Deck and I am either playing some little otome games that I haven't played yet, or I played a long time ago and I don't really remember what happens, but I remember liking them. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about Magical Otoge Ciel by Batensan, which has also been renamed to Moon Observatory Ciel on their itch.io account, I believe, but they didn't update the Steam version. So this is a free otome game. This is also their very first one. They do have a second one that is free, that is on itch.io, but not Steam. And then they have a third game that is not free. It is $20 and it is on Steam and it is on their itch.io. So that one is Moon Observatory something. I don't remember exactly what it is. So, but the game I'm looking at that is free to play is their very first one. I think it came out in like 2017, something like that. So you can see their art style pretty well on the startup menu. And the two guys you see on here, the left with the red head is Anton, and the right with the gray hair is Florian. And you are a princess named Ciel, hence Ciel being in the title, right? And these two guys are knights. Florian is specifically your knight, and his older brother Anton is like the leader of the knights. So I'm not going to go into all the details because spoilers. But as you can see, the two guys on the screen, it's not the most amazing art style I've seen, but I actually think it's really good. I like it. I like this style. It kind of gives me some like sketchy, like drawn in sketchbook vibes somewhat, because like as you see on this front screen, some of the lines aren't as clean. I like that art style. So that's one of the reasons I want to play this, is because I was intrigued by the art style. It's different than a lot of other games I've played. And also it's free. So like free and a decent art style, like can't have it all typically with games that are free, right? So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to check it out. There is a third character named Yevin, and he's a third route. Now, something I want to note before I go more into this game, this isn't really a regular visual novel. It's more like, it's not a regular visual novel with choices. It's more of a kinetic novel. There are choices, but they don't matter. The only choice that matters is the beginning choice that breaks you off onto your route, and you basically get to select Anton, Florian, and Yevin. Technically, Yevin's route you can't complete until you do Florian or Anton. So you have to do someone else's, and then you can get to Yevin's. That's kind of pretty normal for otome games. A lot of them have little secret routes. This one's not too secret. So yeah, these are the two guys. You have a gallery. I love it when games have galleries. All otome games should have galleries. Most do, occasionally some don't, but you always should. They have some extras so you can see more about like the game maker and some little extra thingies to watch. This only unlocks after you have done one of the routes and then preferences. So, and once you play it the first time, you get an option to skip to the next. So we're just gonna start the go in the background. We'll put it on. And get auto to go. Menu. It's in text speed, auto forward time. Let's move that up. Now let's try. So, Yeah, it starts with the Marchen telling the story. I don't know if this is something that pops within the other two Moon Observatory games. You know what, we're just gonna be skipping so you can see stuff go in the background. So again, this is more of a Connect novel. Your choices don't really matter. Oh, there's Yevin. He popped up a second ago. Okay, so like here's where you can get the route selection. I'm gonna turn off. Oh, here. I'm gonna turn off skip when it pops back up. Okay, sweet. So this is Yevin, and he is a thief that kind of stalks you and your group as you and your knights are going out exploring. You've basically run away from the castle, and your one knight goes with you because he's your knight, and he's like, you want to go? I'll go with you. Fine, whatever. And then the other knight is sent to bring you back to the castle, and he's like, well, your dad's maybe a little bit too overprotective, so I'll bring you back when you're ready to go back. And then this Yevin is like the thief that kind of just pops out of nowhere. It's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. So art is good, background's good. It's a pretty light, fluffy story, pretty comedic. There's not a lot of depth to it. Again, this is the game creator's like first game, and it's free, and it's short. So like, I didn't have high expectations going into it. I will say, playing through the game the first time, I went with Florian's route. I got kind of bored halfway through. The later half kind of starts getting a little bit more interesting, but like the first half, I felt like was kind of hard to get through. So I'm not a huge fan of the storyline of the game. It's a little bit too light and fluffy. And while the game is free, you're paying for the game with your time, right? So I work, I do some VTubing stuff a little bit. I play Final Fantasy XIV a lot, probably more than I should. And I have limited time for other games. So the games I want to play, I want to be good. So do I regret playing this game? No, but there were definitely moments where I thought about like just quitting. When I got like Florian's route just bored me. That's what it came down to. I liked Anton's better, and Yevin's was kind of better, but to be fair, those two I felt like were only better is because all of the boring stuff is the same through all three routes. It's really just like the scenes with the guys that change. So I got to, during Anton's route and Yevin's route, I got to just skip through the boring stuff and not read it again. So I think the character can, I think the game developer can design good characters, have a good art style. I can see potential in them. So while I'm not overly enthused with this game and I wouldn't exactly 100% recommend it, I am interested to see how they've developed. So I'm tempted to go play their other free game, and I'm tempted to get their $20 game off of Steam. Now granted, I'll wait for it to go on sale. Most of my Otome games I get off Steam and stuff. Like, I don't play full price for most games unless I'm stupid excited for it. And that's not like a ton of games. Like Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2 expansions, I'll pre-purchase. Baldur's Gate 3 I did, but I knew how great that game was going to be, and no one can, you know, tell me that buying that game was a mistake, right? Paying full price for that game is not a mistake. And then I pre-ordered Cupid Parasite, the fan disc, and I pre-ordered the Villainous Otome game, on those two on Switch, because I was really excited for those. But most of my Otome games that I play, even the Switch ones, I wait for them to go on sale and get them on sale off Amazon, because guys, games are expensive and there's a lot of these. So I'm a big proponent of sale, guys. But that being said, I ramble. Back to it. I am interested to see this developers where they've gone. I'm not entirely sure if they're still making games. I think the other game came out in 2020 or 2022. I don't know. Not super recent. And I haven't seen anything on their page about any other games. So they may not be making games anymore, which would be kind of sad. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is a free Otome game. You can download it for free. You can play it for free. The only thing you're paying with is your time. And I'll be honest, within the first like 15 minutes, you'll probably either like it or be like, nah. So, but I played the whole thing. I think The estimated time frame to get through the whole game is like 4 to 6 hours. I think I hit it and finished it around 2 to 3. I am a fast reader. A very fast reader, so that helps. And also, I don't know if like the 4 to 6 hours is accounted for being able to skip half of like Anton's and Yinven's route, because you've already seen that before. So I'm not sure exactly how they calculated the time frame, but I think I got around like 2 to 3 hours out of it. So that being said, it was kind of enjoyable. It's not my favorite Tome game. I probably not gonna remember this one super duper fondly later on, like 5 years down the road, like I have with some other games, other Tome games I've played for free. But you know, it's free. I'm a big proponent of it's free. Give it a chance. If you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. Worst that can happen is maybe you waste an hour or two. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You'll be seeing other Tome games. And maybe I'll actually finish my Switch Villainous Otome game and maybe do some route reviews for that. I don't know. We'll see. Or Cupid Parasite might come out and I'll be like, fuck yeah, let's go play that fan disc, man. Okay, that's it. And bye-bye. Thank you.